Hey Justin, how are you?
I'm fine, and you, Luna?
Good. Tell me your age.
I'm 21.
Okay, as a 21-year-old, because we're doing a special on safe sex and sexuality at the generation of today. How does HIV affect you personally?
Well, it affects me very hard and everything, and at once in my life, I went through one of those stages that I thought I had it. I was going through it a lot. I talked to you, family members, staffs, and everything about it, and thank God I came back clean. And it's very hardful and just makes you go through it in your life, not want you to eat, speak or friend or go out to anything, just wants you to stay home and be like your life is over and everything. But I went through that. Even though if I was to have it, I would still go on with my life or whatever. But it hits me hard.
Mm-hmm. So you had a scared once.
Yes, I did.
So what's that feeling like?
It's very crazy, trauma. It makes you go through a lot of things. You just feel like.
All right. So tell me the steps. So you had what was the reason that you thought you had HIV?
Well, I messed around with somebody who had it and they didn't tell me, so I was just going through it because I thought I had it, and some people told me the chances that I couldn't get it, and all that stuff. So I thought I had it because those type of things happened when I was sexually involved with this person. So I was just thinking that I had it and all that stuff, and I was just going through it. I was crying. I didn't eat for weeks. I stood home. I didn't go nowhere. I just looked very sick and everything. But I thank God that I didn't have it or anything. I went on for a following checkup. I'm good. So I'm just happy that I don't have it.
All right. So what is safe sex to you?
Well, safe sex to me is you just being careful. By using just be protective all the time, if somebody don't want to use a condom, then you tell them, if you don't want to use it, then we're not having sex, You have to use a condom every time you do something.
So if you don't have a condom, what will you do?
What would I do? I'll go look for one, I'll try to get one. But if that person don't want to use it, then he's going to have to go out that door he came through, because I'm not going to risk my life, to not use a condom, and I catch something out of nowhere,
So what else could you do though?
What else can I do to be safe? Yeah, jack off, of course, kissing, we can do a lot of stuff, rubbing and cuddling and all that stuff other than sex, but mainly a lot of people like to do sex, out in this time, and none of that mushy stuff.
So what is one message you would like to tell your friends that are watching this video right now?
Well, just keep being safe, don't say no to a person who don't want to use a condom. Just use a condom every time, and just check the condom if it's right, and it's not expired, make sure it's clean and everything, and know your partner's status and your status at the same time, before y'all do anything,
So do you think it's important to get to know the person you're...
Of course, and your status and his status, because you don't, even though if you check yourself, there's still a point that you don't know what you might have, but it's good to be safe, and to check your status and your partner's status.
Okay, well thank you. Anything else you would like us to know?
No, just have fun and listen to everything that we all say to you, because it will help you later on in the future. Okay?
Thank you.